Hello folks, I'm Daniel Nobre. Today, of course, is the day that Criterion just announced the upcoming titles from July 2021, and we're gonna go over those titles. Also, I would like to remind you to please, if you like the content in our channel, to recommend it to a friend and to subscribe to the channel as well if you're not a subscriber. And we're gonna be going over this two very interesting films. I mean, all of them are, essentially speaking. Is just Criterion has been doing that. Every not so famous films, they always have that anyways, that people are not too familiar and they bring up to the spotlight. And again, is the case right here. Also, I noticed there's no reissues this month. All new for the collection. So let's talk about that, okay? Because this is CINEMIN. I'm your host, Daniel Nobre. Welcome to CINEMIN. For the fans of the Criterion Collection, international films, independent films, and American classics. Please subscribe and enjoy this channel. Well, and everything starts in a very classic style when they have the new issue from Bringing Up Baby from 1838, directed by Howard Hawks and starring Katharine Hepburn and Cary Grant. This is a must if you're like I do, screwball comedies. I'm a huge fan, especially My Man Godfrey, The Awful Truth, Philadelphia Story, and almost anything that Cary Grant made during that time. His Girl Friday in 1940, another great film. So it works just well, and this is another must right here. Crazy story, crazy plot, and everything going on the way that I like my comedies. And nothing necessarily makes sense, but they don't intend to make necessarily sense. You just go with the flow, and there is some memorable moments like this one. Be arriving on July 6th, and spy number 1085, 2 discs DVD, 1 disc Blu-ray, and a new 4K restoration of the film. New video essay with on actor Cary Grant by author Scott Eyman. New interview about cinematographer Russell Matty with cinematographer John Bailey. New interview with film scholar Craig Barron on the special effects pioneer Linwood Dunn. New selected scene commentary about costume designer Howard Greer with costume historian Shelley Foote. Howard Hawks, A Hell of a Good Life, a 1977 documentary by Hans Christoph Blumberg featuring the director's last filmed interview. Audio interview from 1969 with actor Cary Grant. Audio excerpts from 1972 conversation between Howard Hawks and Peter Bogdanovich. An essay by critic Sheila O'Malley and the new cover design by F. Ron Miller. For the second film, becoming available on July 6, 2021, also new to the collection, is a Tarkovsky classic, Mirror. Needless to say, that is absolutely a must. And you see in there some images. 2018 documentary about the director by his son, Andrei Tarkovsky. The Dream in the Mirror, a new documentary by Louise Milne and Sean Martin. New interview with composer Eduard Artemiev. Islands, Georgi Renbird, a 2007 documentary about the cinematographer. Archival interviews with Tarkovsky and screenwriter Alexander Micherin. Plus, an essay by critic Carmen Gray, and for the Blu-ray only, the 1968 film proposal and literally script by Tarkovsky and Micherin that ultimately developed into The Mirror. New cover design by Nassim Higson. Then, in July 13 comes, directed by Bill Duke, Deep Cover, featuring Lawrence Fishburne and Jeff Goldblum from 1992, and it seems to be like that cool stuff that is gonna look really good on my collection. Again, it's 1 disc Blu-ray or 2 discs DVD, and the extras, new 4K restoration of the film, new interview with Bill Duke, A new conversation between film scholars Rachel J. Gates and Michael B. Gillespie about deep cover's place within both black film boom and the early 90s and noir genre. New conversation between scholar Claudirina and Harold and Professor DJ and podcaster Oliver Wang about the film's title track and its importance to the history of hip-hop. Panel discussion from 2018 featuring Duke with Fishburne and moderated by film critic Elvis Mitchell. And the new cover by Gabo Elchazar Desire. Okay, then we come to the fourth title that is gonna be available on July 13th. Working Girls is the film directed by LIZZIE Borden and is about prostitution. Well, it's the oldest profession in the world. Prostitution is the oldest profession in the world since the beginning of history. So it's not something quite new. However, that's the ups and downs. I believe right here the director photo was gathering in, seeing the information, looking at the trailer of the film. It seems that she brings some look in a different perspective of the profession, makes sometimes fun, the hard times, and blending everything in a very interesting mixture of effects. I haven't seen the film. I just saw the trailer of the film. It seems to be very interesting. Again, Criterion is bringing up a lot of female directors and their point of views to the collection. This is another one. Is one disc Blu-ray or one disc DVD. New restore 4K digital transfer with the director approval. Audio commentary from 2007 featuring LIZZIE Borden. Director of photography Judy Irola and actor Amanda Goodwin. New conversation between Borden and filmmaker Betty Gordon. New conversation with actors Louise Smith and Amanda Goodwin. Producer Andy Gladstone and first assistant director Vicky Funari. New conversation with sex workers Antonia Crane, Daphne Nguyen, Selena the Stripper, and Joe Weldon. Plus an essay by author Sol Meyer and excerpts from 1987 interview with Borden by film critic Scott McDonald, and the new photographed cover by Nan Goldin. And then the fifth title, La Piscine by Jacques Deray, is a classic French film from 1969 with the most beautiful couple probably in movie history, Alain Delon and his wife, Rome Schneider. She was one of the most beautiful faces in movie history. I remember her in Sissi, the Empress of Austria. I remember very well. She was just gorgeous and tragic end. She's got a very tragic end. But in this film right here, with special music by Michel Legrand, a lot of special stuff going on. Is one Blu-ray disc or two DVDs discs, and is coming on July 20th. And the special features here, the new 4K restoration of the film. The Swimming Pool, First Love Never Dies, the English language version of the film. 50 years later, a 2019 documentary by Agnès Vissin-Deray featuring actors Alain Delon and Jane Birkin, screenwriter Jean-Claude Carrier and novelist Jean-Emmanuel Conille. New interview with scholar Nick Rees-Roberts about the visuals of the film and the aesthetic of the film. Archival footage featuring Alain Delon, Jane Birkin, actors Rome Schneider and Maurice Ronet, and director Jacques Deray. An alternate ending for the film, plus an essay by film critic Jessica Kiang. New cover designed by Michael Boland. So there's another month, July 2021, very strong month again for the Criterion Collection, and I would like to know what you think about those films. Would you like to get anything specifically from there? I definitely looking forward for at least 4 titles from those films for sure. And I really like everything, but you know, eventually gonna get it, all of them, because they're very interesting films. If you like what you see, please don't forget to leave your thumbs up and subscribe to the channel one more time. And please keep you watching great films. I'm Daniel Nobre. I see you guys on my next review. Thanks for watching.